Hey, Pierre.
Hi, Khalid.
Hi, how are you? Good
Very
to see
well,
you.
thank you. Yeah, you too. Long time.
Yeah, long time. Listen, Pierre,
Yes.
around like 1,500 people, they are participating. Yes,
Okay.
it's a huge, okay? But you know, they are contacting our Zoom to Facebook. So
Okay.
we didn't want anybody to interrupt us. So that's why they will be only silent. We're gonna talk later on. We can hear them. So
Okay.
ready to fly?
Yes, ready to fly. Did you want to? So you're going to do the translation as I go along, or?
Yes, yes. I'm gonna do the translation, but you know, I'm gonna start first. Then I will give you the mic.
Okay. So I'll need you to allow me to share my screen. It seems that it says host disabled participant screen sharing. So
No,
I'll
we
need
can
you
see
to.
you. Then we can see you. We are live now.
Yeah, but the I need to share my screen to show you a presentation. No.
Okay, but you know, okay. Let's talk first with them.
Okay. Hi everyone.
No.
So I'm Pierre Duat. I'm work for the 3x3 department now since.
Hold on, Pierre.
Okay.
Okay. Let me start first. Then I will give you the mic. Okay.
Okay.
اوكي السلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته. انا خالد الهنائي، القنصل لرياض 3x3 في الاتحاد الدولي، ومعايا صديقي بيير داود من هو مسؤول النظم والمعلومات في والميديا في الاتحاد الدولي كرة السلة 3x3. اليوم ان شاء الله دورتنا راح تكون عن نظام التسجيل في برنامج 3x3 منصة 3x3 والنظم الجديدة والتحديثات الجديدة في هذا النظام. So Pierre, the mic with you. I will be translating with you for everyone. So go ahead.
Okay. Hi everyone. It's a pleasure to be here presenting a little bit of all the digital tools that we have within the 3x3 department. So I've been working with FIBA since 2012, since the, let's say, the first year of the World Tour.
اوكي هو يقول لك صار هو شغال مع الاتحاد الدولي من 2012 ومختص في النظم والمعلومات والتكنولوجيا في الاتحاد الدولي 3x3.
And so, yeah, the idea of this presentation was just to briefly introduce you to kind of all the different digital components that we have that we've created in-house within the department, which we try to create tools that would help organizers to set up the events from beginning to end.
طبعا هو اليوم بيشرح عن المعدات والبرنامج اللي بدأوا فيه في الاتحاد الدولي واللي تم صناعته البرنامج كامل في الاتحاد الدولي في قسم 3x3 واللي كانوا هم متابعينه خطوه بخطوه.
So I'm going to start. Obviously, the first stop where all of the necessary information is available for anyone that's actually interested in either playing or just finding out about events that we do in 3x3, from national team competition to professional circuit, is the first stop is the fiba3x3.com website.
طبعا الشاشه اللي تشوفونها قدامكم هي الصفحه الرئيسيه اللي دائما يستخدمونها الاتحادات واللاعبين المحترفين، اللي هي صفحه فيبا 3x3 باسكتبول اللي موجوده امامكم على الشاشه.
Now it's a very useful website, not only so to find out kind of let's say fan interest information, but also if you want to read more about the rules, about the ranking, how everything kind of clicks and works together. All the documents are available. You can find them. There's also information about organizers, about national federations, about the players themselves directly. So everything is kind of available on this website.
الصفحة اللي تشوفونها قدامكم اليوم هي صفحة ملمة بمعلومات كثيرة عن اللاعبين وتصنيفهم، الاتحادات، الأخبار الجديدة، البطولات وأماكنها خلال الموسم الرياضي. Pierre, is this by how many languages is it?
So this is currently, so not every, so all this, let's say the static content has been translated in, I believe, 15 languages.
مترجمة هي في بعض الأشياء هي موجودة مترجمة ل 15 لغة حول العالم.
The news articles that you see, for example, what you currently see on the screen, is usually, because it evolves every day, we don't translate. We tend to stick to English for those articles.
الأخبار اليومية اللي تشوفونها أنتم قدامكم هي أخبار يومية، فهي أكثرها راح تكون بالإنجليزي باللغة الإنجليزية، لأنها هي day by day يوم بعد يوم، فصعوبة تحويلها للغات الثانية طبعا صعوبة، لأن 15 لغة، فهي دائما اللغة الإنجليزية هي المعتمدة في الأخبار اليومية.
So you'll see that on the top left corner, we have obviously the Infinity logo, and next to it you'll see the 3x3 WT and the Play logo. So those are two direct links to one, the Pro Circuit website, and obviously the repository of all the events, which we call play.fiba3x3.com, which I'll show you now, which is kind of the one destination for all players to register, create a profile, and for organizers to create the events and post it and publish it on this platform, so players can actually find the event, register to it, and play in it.
في علامة 3x3 الانفينيتي هي اللي تشوفونها، هذه لشيئين. الشيء الأول هي للمنظمين، اللي اتحادات أو شركات منظمة اللي راح تنظم البطولات، وللاعبين اللي راح يشاركون وأماكن البطولات، وتعرف أنت وين البطولة اللي موجودة الآن حسب الجدول المدرج من الاتحاد الدولي، وأنت ممكن اللاعب يسجل فيها. يعني شيئين ممكن تستفيد فيهم، المنظم واللاعب.
So equally, this website is also translated in about 15 languages.
مترجمة ل 15 لغة.
And so this website is very important. This is kind of the first step for anybody, even if you are a future organizer, if you're going to be a national federation member, it's important that you create your profile. Everything is linked directly to an email, so you need to confirm your email address. And afterwards, you'll be able to then, I'll show you what's next. You'll be able to kind of become an endorsed organizer, meaning you'll be able to, as long as you use the tools, you'll be able to kind of create endorsed FIBA 3x3 competitions.
البرنامج هذا هو من أهم البرامج للمنظمين واللاعبين والاتحادات الدولية أو المحلية، إن كل لاعب أو كل اتحاد يسجل الإيميل الإلكتروني الخاص به، ومن خلاله ممكن هو يشارك في البطولات أو ينظم بطولات أو يطلع على البطولات. هو المدخل أو البوابة الرئيسية اللي ممكن أنت من خلالها تعرف أنواع البطولات أو تسجل فيها كلاعب أو اتحاد أو منظم.
So, and now the next platform, which is going to be super important for you guys if you eventually want to organize events, is what we call the Event Maker. Now, it's a different website. It's a web application, so it works directly just with any browser. And the URL is there. I'll obviously send you this presentation afterwards if you want to make sure that you keep all this. And it's called em.fiba3x3.com. EM for Event Maker.
برنامج الايفنت ميكر هذا هو من اهم البرامج اللي المفروض كل واحد يعرفها، اللي هي تعرف البطولات الموجوده حول العالم، ان كانت منتخبات او بطولات محليه او بطولات دوليه مثل وورد تور، ماستر، التشالنجر، الكويست، من خلال em.fiba3x3.com. الام اللي هي اختصارها event maker.
Exactly. So this is the important tool for all organizers. Obviously, anyone that wants to organize an event, everything. So the entire endorsement process is done digitally. There's no paper to sign. Obviously, if you are interested in in organizing something bigger like a World Tour event, a World Cup, or something much bigger, then obviously this goes through a different, let's say, a different part of our team, obviously where legal contracts are involved. But for the basic organization of events, endorsed events, everything is done digitally through the use of this platform here.
يمكن هي من احسن الوسائل ولا التولز الموجوده، هي المنصه هذه الايفنت ميكر لكل البطولات مثل ما ذكرتها انا اول، الكويست، التشالنجر، ما عدا البطولات العالميه اللي هي بطوله العالم ولا الاولمبيات. هذه لازم تكون من خلال توقيع عقد مع الاتحاد الدولي دايركت.
And so through this platform is where, as an organizer, so as a user, so you've created your profile on play.fiba3x3.com, so the platform I showed you before. And once you go to em.fiba3x3.com, you'll be prompted to create your organization. So you never create, you can name your organization under your name, but you always create an organization before you can create an event.
من خلال البرنامج قبل ما تعمل اي بطوله ولا اي تجمع رياضي لازم انت تسجل نفسك. من خلال بعد ما تسجل نفسك انت كمنظم، من بعدها ممكن انت تسجل كبطوله او اي مهرجان انت 3x3 ممكن تعمله من خلال البرنامج، بس بدايه لازم انت تسجل كمنظم.
So this is also translated in about 15 languages. But the tool are always a little bit evolving. So maybe some of the translation are not always freshly, let's say, updated on a day-to-day basis. But we are obviously more happy to receive additional translation if anyone is interested.
مترجمة ل 15 لغة، ويمكن احنا كنا من المحظوظين اللي ترجمناها باللغة العربية مع الإخوان في قطر. I told them that we work for Arabics via Qatar, you remember? فهي موجودة ب 15 لغة، ممكن أنت تستفيد منها. في بعض اللغات مش موجودة، فيتأسف إنها مش موجودة بعض اللغات، لكن اللغة العربية موجودة مترجمة بطريقة صحيحة.
So this platform is obviously very important because this is where you not only, so you create obviously the entry of your event, which you can then use to also use it and publish it on your own website, but this is where you create your categories or your divisions. So your men, your under 18 men, your women, your under 18 women, etc., etc. This is where you create your schedule. You accept registration if you want to do online registration. You enter results, and this is where then the final step is obviously making an event official. So the players that have participated in your event will receive points based on the level of the event and obviously their own results.
في البرنامج هذا الايفنت ميكر ممكن للمنظم اللي يعمل البطوله هو من خلالها يدخل اسم البطوله، نوع البطوله اذا كانت رجال او سيدات، فوق 18 سنه، تحت 18 سنه للرجال والسيدات. ممكن تدخل فيها الكاتيجوريز. انت مثلا عندك 4 مجموعات، 5 مجموعات، 6 مجموعات حسب اللي عندك، تدخل فيها النتائج، من خلالها يحصل اللاعب على النقاط اللي هي تأهله يكون من ضمن الأفضل لاعبين في العالم والتصنيف العالمي، ونفس النقاط اللي هي تروح للاتحادات المحلية أو الاتحادات المنظمة والمنظمين اللي لكل بطولة.
And now I'll show you some of the features that are also part of the event maker, like the creation of what we call widgets. So the blue highlighted part, the blue square that you see, is actually a piece of code that's generated by the event maker for any organizer that has their own website. Here we have an example of a famous Romanian organizer that uses the code for his registration, so he can embed directly everything from registration, from planning of the competition, so the format of the competition, the results, everything can be shown directly, and he can actually redirect his own player to his own website instead of redirecting them to play in case they have their own website.
هذه احد المنظمين المعروفين في العالم، هي السبورتس ارينا في رومانيا. عاملين لينك مع الاتحاد الدولي من خلال النقاط، اللاعبين، البطولات اللي عندهم. فكل لاعب من خلال بس تسجيله للبطوله في رومانيا راح تظهر لك كل البيانات للاعبين والبطولات اللي موجوده اللي مسجله طول الموسم.
So as you can see, I've shown you other examples where the beauty behind this is obviously if you have your own sponsors, you can show here, we show the brackets, the results of one specific division. We show the final standings, and we show obviously the overview of the entire tournament.
من الاشياء الجميله في البرنامج، انت اليوم كمنظم اذا عندك رعاه ممكن تستفيد من التسويق لهم من خلال البطوله، مثل ما باين عندكم في الشاشه دي شاك والشركات الثانيه الموجوده، ممكن تعلن عنها من خلال بطولتك اللي انت منظمها في نفس الدوله. وهذه يمكن نقطه تحسب الاتحاد الدولي انه ممكن يدعم السبونسرز ولا الرعاه من خلال البطولات المنظمه في كل دوله.
So they are very white labeled widgets, which allows obviously the organizer to put this cleanly on his website. And I'm showing you another type of widget that we have that it's called live results. So this is also again just a few lines of codes that you can easily add to your own website, and you'll see on the top where it says live results is actually, for example, an event that's ongoing that you can actually display. You could potentially even put this on different websites at the same time. So those are very nice little tools that you can benefit from using the event maker directly, because the entire system is fully integrated and everything kind of works with everything.
من الاشياء الجميله موجوده في هذا البرنامج انك انت ممكن تعلن عن النتائج لايف اول باول من خلال البرودكاست اللي تعمله لمواقع لتلفزيونات، حسب انت الاتفاق اللي متفقه مع دولتك ولا مع اي ويب سايت. فالنتيجه تظهر اول باول بعد كل مباراه دايركتلي، فرق حوالي 10 ل 15 ثانيه ما بين الواقع والنتيجه اللي تظهر في المواقع الاخرى.
So like I said, so all those widgets are live. So as soon as a game is ongoing for the live results, it obviously will show the results live. And for everything else that you saw, as long as your event maker is connected to the internet, it will feed directly the data that's being captured live to all the different places where you have potentially a widget that's been placed.
مثل ما ذكر لك، هو يمكن من الاشياء نفس الشيء الجميله انك انت ممكن تعرضها لايف على جميع المواقع ولا التلفزيونات من خلال التصوير المباشر ولا اللايف اللي موجود من خلال البطوله اللي انت منظمها.
Now, one other very important feature, like I said, so the event maker has many other components attached to it, which are all very important features for an organizer, such as what we call the scores.fiba3x3.com or the scores app, which allows either a table official or any organizer to turn their laptop or even a tablet into and turn an external screen into an actual live scoreboard.
من الاشياء الجميله انت بعد ان في البرنامج انت ممكن اذا عندك ايباد ولا عندك اللابتوب ممكن انت تعرف تخليها مثل سكور بوردز، تعرف انت تيم A يلعب مع تيم B وكل كاتيجوري الوحده والنتائج عندك لايف مثل ما هي مبينه. ممكن انت تعرضها على شاشه اذا عندك LED سكرين هيوج LED سكرين كبيره، تعرض النتائج وتعرض انت فريق B بيلعب مع فريق C في كورت 3 مثلا، فيبين لك كل كاتيجوري كل جيم كل بول مثل ما هو باين امامك على الشاشه.
So obviously the score sheets can be printed for every event as long as the teams, everything has been filled in. You'll be able to kind of print out score sheets that are already been pre-filled with the information that you've entered. But you can also do this completely digitally, meaning this scores app actually replaces your paper score sheets. And if you only have one table official, for example, per game, this could easily be simply done with an iPad. I would not go as down as an iPhone because iPhones are obviously the screens get smaller and smaller, but a tablet is sufficient to be able to kind of record the scores, and again the results are being pushed automatically to the event maker, which will then feed the rest of your website or platforms that you are connected to.
البرنامج هذا اللي نفس الشاشه اللي تشوفونها امامكم هي راح تسهل كثير على خلينا نقول حكم الساحه ولا حكم الطاوله ولا الناس المنظمين كحكام انه يعرف مين اللي راح يلعب الان، شو نتيجه الكورت الاولي او الكورت الثاني، يعرف المباراه القادمه شو هي. اسهل على اذا كان عنده ايباد ولا عنده لابتوب، افضل من طبعا الايفون لان الايفون راح يكون صغير، او ممكن يشبكه هو وايرلس على سكرين هيوج سكرين، راح تبين للناس كلها موجوده احسن من الاوراق البيبر، لان today is corona, we are paperless.
Exactly, you need to be. Now the other beauty behind this is that, as you can see, the URL of this specific scores app is different. The reason being is as an organizer, you can obviously access this app through the event maker directly, or you could give simply the URL to your table official, meaning it needs to log into scores.fiba3x3.com. You will provide him with a code that you've created specifically for that event, and he'll simply need to enter the code into the login window with his name, and that will give him access to the game. So without him having to interfere into the event maker and potentially changing far more important information like the schedule, etc. etc.
البرنامج هذا اللي انت تشوفه لازم المنظم هو اللي عنده الأحقية انه يشوف الشاشة اللي انت تشوفونها امامكم، وللأحقية انه يعطيها للحكم اللي موجود على الطاولة بكود، في باس كود يعطيه اياها عشان يقدر يشوف نفس الشاشة. اللاعبين اللي موجودين على في الايفنت ميكر ما لهم حق يشوفون مين يلعب ضد مين الا اذا الاورجنايزر allowed them ولا اعطاهم الاحقيه انهم يشوفون الشاشه هذه، اذا عرضها على شاشه كبيره او اذا طبعها على اي ورقه. ف لكن هو الاورجنايزر او المنظم هو اللي عنده الكنترول كامل على هذا البرنامج من خلال الايفنت ميكر.
Now the slide that you see is actually kind of the once you've logged in is the landing page. Obviously you have visibility over everything that's going on, and now this is kind of a view of more of what the table official will see. So on your left hand side is what the table official will see, and what's on the right hand side is what you actually will be able to display on an external screen. So it can be a wireless screen. You could even be controlling this specific screen from your own home right now, directly from your phone. If I gave you, for example, the event scoring code of this specific event. So the beauty of this is that not only you can manage it very easily, but it's also completely. So if now you are logged in and internet breaks down at your event, there's no problem at all, because this web app is actually works a little bit, like you can work Gmail offline. It's completely offline compatible, meaning if something crashes, the show must go on. So you're still able to continue with your games. The only obviously downside here, if you don't have internet anymore, it cannot push the data back to the event maker, meaning if you want to show your results live, obviously this information won't be available until you get the connection to the internet again.
البرنامج هذا مثل ما تشوفونه في الشاشة راح يكون فيه شاشتين مختلفات. الاورجنايزر او الحكم الطاولة اللي موجود خلال البطولة يشوف شاشتين. الشاشة اللي على الشمال الآن هو يشوفها بس الحكم، الشاشة اللي على اليمين ممكن اللاعبين أو الجمهور الأودينس ممكن يشوفونها إذا شبكها على شاشة LED سكرين كبيرة، ممكن يتحكم فيها حتى لو هو من البيت. لو لا قدر الله انقطعت الكهرباء وما في انترنت، ممكن البطولة ولا المباراة تستمر، وممكن هو يعملها كنترول لأن البرنامج يشتغل من غير انترنت بس، لكن راح يفقدون اللايف بوينتس ولا اللايف المباشر، النقاط المباشرة الجمهور ما راح يشوفها لأن بس الحكم هو يتحكم فيها من غير انترنت.
So the beauty, obviously, using this tool is that it has all the 3x3 official components in it. So the rules are taken into consideration directly into the tool. So the 1-pointer, the 2-pointer, the team fouls, the timeouts, the actual game time, which you can obviously add on or reduce depending on how you want to play the game. But for the rest, everything is kind of focused and it's designed for 3x3.
البرنامج هذا من الاشياء الجميله اللي فيه ان البرنامج هذا مخصص بس لل 3 باي 3 بحسب النقاط، نقطه واحده او نقطتين، لانها مختلفه عن ال 5 on 5 واللي الناس يلعبونها يعرفون النظام هذا. فهي مخصصه للفاول او الفري ثرو اللي هي شوته اللي هي بتكون 1 بوينت ولا 2 بوينت حسب قرار الفاولات من الحكم.
And also equally, so you can run this if you have players in your teams. It's obviously something that we want. If you don't have even jersey numbers, but you still want to assign points to players, you can do it, of course. And you can even just simply score a game without assigning points to players. So you can pretty much do the full version to the very, very light version. This just allows you to just keep track of the results live and pushes everything to to the event maker, to your event, so you don't have to re-enter the results afterwards. So this is very, very important that for the reason why you should use this specific tool, and it's obviously completely free of charge, this one.
Pierre, what do you say about the player if the player didn't have numbers?
So, you know, some people organize events. Sometimes if it's a grassroots event, they don't specifically have jersey numbers. Sometimes they have, sometimes they don't know the players, or the jerseys make mixed up. So what I'm saying is that you can simply keep track of the actual game results, the game score, or you can also assign points to specific players. So you can actually track the individual scoring per player.
Okay. البرنامج هذا ممكن انك تدخل نقاط للاعبين اللي عاده ما عندهم ارقام. في بعض البطولات فيها ارقام حسب المنظم، وفي بعض البطولات ما فيها ارقام للتيشيرت ولا الجيرزي اللي يلبسه اللاعب. فالبرنامج هذا مصمم انه ممكن تحط النقاط حتى لكل لاعب من دون ما تعرف رقم الفانيله حتى بالاسم او لكل فريق.
Now, within the same exact Scores app, you have different modes. So we have the scorer mode that we just covered now. You could also share it with a read-only mode, meaning if somebody, for example, you have a caller next to the game or your journalist that actually commentating the game, you could provide him with this read-only mode, which obviously prevents him from potentially touching and scoring points. So he's just getting the view of the table official. So he could actually comment directly on what's going on.
البرنامج هذا مصمم للمنظمين اللي هي سكور مود. اذا مثلا في منظم بطوله وفي ناس اعلاميين او حد يريد يعرف النتائج اول باول للصحافه للاعلام، ممكن تعطيه لينك ولا تعطيه احقيه اللي هي الريدنج اونلي مود، اللي هي للقراءه بس، يعرف كم فاول، كم نقطة تسجلت لكل فريق، فتكون سريعة أول بأول، أفضل من أنه هو يتابع بالنظر. ممكن يتابع من خلال الشاشة ولا الخاصية اللي أعطاها إياها المنظم للإعلام أو الصحافة.
And now there's even more stuff hidden into this Scores app. So it's now those features are actually locked. That's why I wanted to show you the little lock. They're actually hidden under a paid subscription because we obviously want the organizers that are covering bigger events to be able to access those modes. So we have a shot clock mode. So if you don't want to go and pay for an actual full 12-second shot clock, again, in the same way as the scoring app works, you have a 12-second shot clock mode that allows you to kind of turn any screen into a 12-second shot clock.
البرنامج هذا ممكن نخلي لان في ال 3 باي 3 عندك 12 سكند اونلي، مختلفه عن ال 5 on 5 اللي هي 24 سكند. ممكن انت اي شاشه تعملها لوك اوتوماتيكلي تتغير من 24 الى 12 سكند شوت.
Exactly. So this is typically the type of tool, the 12-second shortcut that could even be managed via an iPhone, because it's just simply start, stop, reset. So just like a 24-second shot clock operator, you obviously need a dedicated operator for the 12-second shot clock, but this is something nice because you can really get on with your event and make it look very professional with just 2 additional external screens.
And this should be subscribed only for big events, right?
So this is subscribe, but actually any organizers can subscribe to this premium version, and this unlocks different types of features like importing teams for events. There are different things, but I'll send you all the links where you can actually look this information in your own time, because there are different components, and I'm obviously available if there are any questions.
الشوت لوك مود اللي هي عادة ما تستخدم في البطولات الكبيرة، مثل ما قلت لكم تغير أي واحد ممكن من المنظمين أو من الحكام ممكن يستخدم الآيفون، يستخدمها الكلوك شوت من ال 12 سكند متغيرة دائما، ممكن من أي مكان هو جالس على المدرجات ممكن يشتغل كحكم، مش شرط يكون على أرضية ملعب، لكن هي ممكن أي منظم يستخدمها، بس عادة هي ما تستخدم في البطولات الكبيرة.
So there's even two tier to the subscription mode. We have the premium subscription, which unlocks the shot clock mode, and then we have the super premium, which unlocks what you then see below is the possession tracker mode and the statistician mode. So the possession tracker mode is generally for advanced organizers that do want to kind of monetize the events through betting agencies. Some betting agencies are interested in this kind of tracker. And the statistician mode is obviously, as you know it, is we have we don't only keep track of obviously points scored and team fouls and free throws, but we do capture a whole bunch of other statistics, very similar to 5-on-5, but we've obviously kind of defined very specific 3x3 statistics, like the drive, for example, which is how many times a player goes alone from the top of the key all the way to the basket and scores. So there are different types of very specific 3x3 statistics, which I'll share the link to a manual that we have about statistics, which might be interested for you to learn from.
Is it payable or free?
So the statistician mode is, again, depending on what level. So if you organize, for example, a World Tour or a Challenger, you'll automatically have access to this. Okay. Or Quest or something like this. So one of the big events. If you just want to do a grassroots, like or even a pro league in your own country, but you'll need to get super premium if you want to have additional stats, because let's not forget that within the ranking, actually stats give you more points at the end of the event.
Okay, so now we have a premium and super what?
Super premium.
Okay. في نوعين من الباكجز الموجوده اللي هي البريميوم والسوبر بريميوم. البريميوم هو اللي يعطيك الاحقيه للشركات المراهنه ولا المقامره، موجوده دائما في الدوريات الاوروبيه. عاده ان في ناس ممكن تشوف الجيم وتعمل عليها رهان او مقامره. في بعدين السوبر بريميوم اللي يعطيك الاحقيه اللي هي تحليل مباريات والاحصائيات، كل لاعب كم عمل درايف، كل لاعب كم شات فري ثرو، كم شات 3 بوينت، كم باسز، تعطيك الاحقيه. هي غير مدفوعه الثمن، لكن اي بطوله مثل التشالنجر اللي هي معترفه تحت الاتحاد الدولي، التشالنجر، سوبر كويست، والورد تور ماستر او تور ماستر او تور فاينل، هي لك اوتوماتيكلي تكون لك الاحقيه انك تحصل على الاحصائيات والنظام المقامره او المراهنه.
And so this is, I wanted to give you a brief overview of everything that we have. There's obviously a lot more information, which obviously with the limited amount of time that we have, we couldn't go into. So Khaled, I don't know if you want, but I have the questions you asked me to prepare afterwards. Should we? You wanted to present those or?
No, hold on. هذا اللي قدرنا نشرحه اليوم احنا من خلال الشرح المبسط السريع للبرنامج الايفنتس ميكر. اذا في حد من الاخوان الحاضرين شوفونا اذا حد عنده اسئله او في عندنا احنا اسئله ممكن نطرحها حسب الاتفاق مع جماعه الاخوان الاتحاد العربي. يتفضلون الاخوان.
So
we are waiting.
So I'm showing the questions, correct?
Yes, but you know we are waiting for them because they are connecting with the Facebook.
Well, let me know when you want me to show the questions.
Okay. Pierre, there is some questions. Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Muhammad, he will ask us. تفضل أستاذ محمد.
هل ممكن السكور بورد اللي كانت معروضة السكور بورد اللي كانت معروضة هل ممكن استخدامها من قبل كل طاولة التسجيل بإذن من المنظم؟
Okay. He's asking regarding the scoreboards that shows in the side. Okay, will that's the organizer? Yes, this one. The organizing allowed the official table, okay, to access via the passcode, right?
Correct. So
Okay.
you access this scores app. Yeah.
For how many scoreboards you can give? For how many?
So you can do as many courts as you have. So if you have 25 courts, so you've scheduled your event on 25 courts, then you'll be able to kind of show separate games per court.
Okay.
So each scorer will score his own court. Obviously, the game that he's currently watching, that you'll be able to kind of show this specific scoreboard onto the external screen that's obviously linked to the court that is scoring. And with this, you can multiply it times the number of courts that you have.
Okay. يحق لك أنت على كل ملعب أنت موجود في البطولة إنه يكون لحكم نفس الشاشة هذه اللي موجودة أمامك. لكل إن شاء الله عندك 25 ملعب، لكل ملعب لك نفس الشاشة هذه ونفس الإمكانيات والخاصية اللي موجودة أمامك حسب الحكام الموجودة عندك. يعني ممكن تعمل واحدة تضربها في 25 ملعب فتطلع لك 25 شاشة بنفس الطريقة وتعطيهم الباس كود لكل طاولة.
في سؤال تاني بيقول how can we officiate 3-on-3 games internationally?
So this is more okay. For this, I have a colleague that's really in charge of the whole officiating. So they are usually seminars that are organized either by one federation that tries to regroup kind of neighboring federations to try to do one training for like more of a region. So those can be organized. So you need to go through different steps, and you need to obviously organize. You need to officiate in international events. So, but all this information, unfortunately, I don't have all the details, but I can definitely send you all the information about who you should contact for more to find out more about this.
This is through the fast track, right, Pierre?
So the fast track was more actually done for players. It was kind of a development path for players. Yeah, not referees.
Okay.
Or referees is something else.
في عندك سؤال باشمهندس؟
في سؤال تاني. Is there any legal requirements for 3-on-3 organizing events?
السؤال خلينا نقول بالعربي، هل هناك أي قانون للمنظمين لتنظيم أي بطولة؟ You can answer.
Yeah. So there's a very good question actually. So I kind of forgot to mention it. So I explained that the endorsement process everything is digitally done. So you can make it from building your organization to making your event official. Now, as long as obviously you need to use the tools to become an endorsed organizer, you need to play according to the FIBA 3x3 rules that can be found directly also within the documents. And you should try to encourage your players, obviously, to register and create profiles on Play. This is not it's not mandatory for the players to be on Play, to have a profile, but as an organizer and your own federation will benefit from you having profiles, because the more players have their official profiles, the more points they will receive as players when they participate in events. So this is it in terms of legal requirements.
Yes. هو ما في يمكن حاجة قانونية ممكن أي organizer يشارك من خلال الإيفنت ميكر ويتبع القوانين والمانوالز اللي متبع من الاتحاد الدولي إن كانوا من اللاعبين، ويطبق القانون الدولي للاعبين والمنظمين. لكن المنظمين الأفضل لهم أن يكونون من خلال الإيفنت ميكر حتى هم يحصلوا على النقاط، واللاعبين هم يحصلوا على نقاط، والاتحاد المحلي يحصل على نقاط من خلال كثرة اللاعبين والدورات اللي هو يعملها.
Obviously, let's not forget that you'll need to accept specific terms and conditions and everything else that when you create your own organization and when you create events. But you can even define specific terms and conditions for your own events. If you want players to accept specific terms and conditions for your events, you can do that. You can upload your own documents that they'll need to accept when they register, which will always be preceded by our own terms and conditions, just to make sure that things are clear and legally compliant, let's say, internationally.
هي لازم تتبع النظم والمطروحة من الاتحاد الدولي، انك توافق عليها. انا افضل كل منظم انه يقراها بطريقة سليمة حتى ما يقع في اخطاء في المستقبل، ويوافق على كل النظم المطروحة من قبلهم، ومن بعدها يكون منظم معتمد. في سؤال ثاني اخ محمد؟
في سؤال تاني بيقول كيفية طريقة استخدام الشوت كلوك مود.
Okay.
The shot clock mode.
Yes, how you can use it.
So it's actually, the logic is exactly the same as what I've just showed you for the Scores app. So you log into the Scores FIBA3x3.com app, you access the 12-second shot clock mode, which will be unlocked in case you have it unlocked. You click on it, and it's a start, stop. I mean, it's a very basic mode. We have. I'll share you also the links towards knowledge base articles that we have that explain all the different tools that we have, explain in either short videos if we have, or screenshots that explain kind of step by step what you need to do to set it up. But it's the same technology and it's applied exactly the same way.
And I think, you know, any official referee, they know it's very simple, right? It's a normal shot clock.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a start, stop, and reset button, and then you can obviously adjust it and add seconds or milliseconds to it.
هي طريقتها جدا سهلة. أكثر الحكام المعتمدين من الاتحادات المحلية ممكن يستخدمونها. هي ممكن أنت تغير الوقت من مثلا إذا تم اللعب فيها البداية والنهاية والريست لكل هجمة، وممكن إذا كانت مثلا في صفارة باقي عليها 5 ثواني وأجزاء من الثانية، ممكن أنت تعدلها من طريق الشوت مود، شوت كلوك مود. فالبرنامج جدا سهل وسهل الاستخدام.
حاليا ما فيش أسئلة تانية خلاص.
اوكي. نيابة عن الاتحاد الدولي احنا نشكركم للحضور، نشكر الاتحاد العربي اللي انا جزء منهم، انا رئيس لجنة الاتحاد العربي بعد، الحمد لله رب العالمين، على الدورة الجميلة. نتمنى لكم التوفيق. نحب نشكر الاخ بيير. Thank you so much for being with us today. We as Arab Basketball Federation, we are thanking you and we wish to see you again and again.
You're welcome. What I'll do, Khaled, is I'll send you the presentation in case somebody wants to read more. Obviously, I have some more information at the end here.
هذه بعض المعلومات عن بيير، ممكن حد يعملها سكرين شوت، ممكن يتواصل معاه ومع التيم في الاتحاد الدولي. الاتحاد الدولي في خدمتكم لتطوير اللعبة ونشرها، وما ننسى أن اللعبة هذه كانت من الشارع وصارت اليوم للأولمبيات from street to the Olympics.
Exactly.
بالنسبة لي أنا يمكن هي الطريق السريع للأولمبيات أو لبطولات العالم. في كثير دول عربية يصعب عليها الوصول لبطولة العالم، لكن عن طريق 3x3 في دول كثيرة مثل أندورا، it's a small country، وصلت للعالمية. فنتمنى إن شاء الله.
معلش أنا آسف يا أستاذ خالد، في سؤال أخير بس، حاجة أخيرة. حد بيسأل رابط تحميل السوفت وير بتاع ال 3on3
موجود، اللي هو Event Maker 3x3 اللي هي
em.3x3@fiba.fiba3x3.com.
.fiba3x3.com. Can you show to us? Yes.
والسكور شيت نفس الكلام.
Everything is inside. Yeah, fully integrated. You have reports. There's a ton of things. Unfortunately, I could not show you everything today because we don't have enough time, but take your time, go through everything, and you have my email address. I'll send it to you. If you have questions, I'll even, if you want, I share my Skype, and you can contact me via Skype or whatever is easier for you. And any questions, you should be able to either find it by yourself or you can ask me directly.
Thank you.
But you need to spend a bit of time. There's a lot. I know there's a lot of information. I know it's not always easy, but with time and practice, you'll be able to figure it out, and you'll see that the tools are actually very, very easy to use.
They have to use it with love.
Exactly. Everything with love.
Yes. شكرا لكم.
جدا لحضرتك
مرة ثانية. في حاجة ثانية يا باشمهندس؟
شكرا جدا لحضرتك يا أستاذ خالد.
شكرا لكم. شكرا. Thank you, Pierre. See you soon.
Shukran, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I hope this was useful.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Khaled, for organizing this.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.